You can have your words, but get your facts straight. Get your facts straight, because we all make mistakes. Like you, Judy Ron, you know, when you unmuted yourself in a court proceeding, don't forget he makes mistakes on here. Everybody. But that's okay. That's okay. I didn't come out with a big, horrible video about you, and you're just,
you know, it's hard out here for a real.
Drama free, but I've already drama up just a little bit this morning over the Judy Ron stuff, which I don't, you know, many of you guys know. I used to like Judy Ron. I always talked about him on here, but he lets too many people in his ears and he does no research on the facts before he opens his trap, and I have a problem with that. I have a huge problem with that, especially you stating that you're, you know, law enforcement. We know that that's a big no-no in law enforcement. Why do we know that? Because I deal with sheriffs all the time. You know, you can have your words, but get your facts straight. Get your facts straight, because we all make mistakes. Like you, Judy Ron, you know, when you unmuted yourself in a court proceeding, don't forget, everybody makes mistakes on here. Everybody.
Betty, what you did was not a mistake. We proved that in the last video. We proved that you knew about it in advance and did it anyway. You knew you were not supposed to be restreaming that trial. So, nice try. You didn't make a mistake. You're trying to lie to your audience and pretend it was a mistake. It wasn't. Nobody else was lying on you, or nobody's slandering your name. Just stop.
But that's okay. That's okay. I didn't come out with a big, horrible video about you and your disruption of a court proceeding. Didn't do that. But believe me, maybe I should. Maybe I should put your deficiencies on front and center to everybody on YouTube as well. You know, what's good for the goose and all, and those that live in glass houses and stuff like that, you know.
It's interesting. You're admitting that his was a mistake, which it was, and I'm not even sure if it was the fault of the court or not, because there was 4 or 5 people that had their mics unmuted all at the same time. That's a little strange. So it's quite possible that the court actually did it by accident. We don't know. Anyway, Betty, yours was not a mistake. His was a mistake. Mistakes do happen. They just don't happen to you in this situation.
But just to set the record straight, yeah, we don't. I could care less whether I'm on Judy Ron's show or any other of those cockroaches, because he's about to move over to a cockroach channel anyways.
Anyone who disagrees with Betty, whether they're respectful or not, becomes a cockroach or a troll, but often it's a cockroach. So, Judy Ron, welcome to the cockroach channels. We are actually a group of really good people. A lot of us are here for the right reasons, here for the boys. And that's why we're making these videos right now, because we're here for the boys. And Betty knows she did wrong. She just chooses to lie about it. So let her keep lying. Everybody knows, though. Well, welcome, Judy Ron.
If he's going to let all those people get in his ear and talk crap without doing even the slightest scintilla of fact-finding or finding out whether that information is true or correct. So kudos to you, Judy Ron, for being an idiot. So the week is starting out with Judy Ron getting the certificate of idiocy from the Bullhorn Betty channel this week. So,
well, Betty, guess what award you're getting from this channel and from all the cockroaches? You're getting the Liars Award. So clap, clap, clap for you. Slow clap for you, because you're getting the Liars Award.
But his clip channels can go back and tag him in that if you need to. But don't worry, if you don't need to, I've already tagged him in to this live with the @JudyRon. So if you haven't heard me loud enough, Judy Ron, listen to me now. I could care less. You know, if you didn't make mistakes, then it would be one thing. But we all know everybody is imperfect and everybody makes mistakes. But that's okay.
Once again, Betty, you did not make a mistake. You knew beforehand that it was illegal to stream the trial. You knew, because you read it out loud on your own channel. Because you're not so smart. You, I guess, forgot that you did that? I don't know. Anyway, if anyone would like the proof, it is in my previous Betty video.
That's okay. We'll be watching for yours, and we'll make sure it's on front and center. And we'll put your face on a thumbnail and everything, right? Thumbnail and everything. Talking about your deficiencies and defects. Forward now to the comments from Judy Ron. Okay, now I do want to make a message for those that like to clip and tattle on me to Judy Ron. You can clip this. I have lost an enormous amount of respect in Judy Ron, and here's why. Because he is a law enforcement agent. He is somebody that has trained to investigate cases. And he has one person or several people going to him. Now, this is a man that was on a court hearing that accidentally unmuted himself during a proceeding, a court proceeding, and was talking during that court proceeding, causing a disruption in that court proceeding unbeknownst to him. A mistake, an accident, right? An accident that almost cost a hearing, right? Because of his commotion while he was unmuted. So it is a little upsetting for me that somebody like that has made mistakes in court hearings, that have actually disrupted court hearings, not be a little more accommodating or understanding to somebody that made a mistake. I was reading the rules. I had spoken to the courts. They provided me the link to stream. It wasn't until people came in that I spoke to, and I called back, that same, sounded like the same clerk that I spoke to that walked me through is the one I spoke to the second time I called. And she was very adamant, let me get you to the right person. She didn't want to answer any more questions because I think she made a mistake. And that is okay. It was a mistake.
Betty, you're full of shit. Just 100% full of garbage. Why, then, did you double down and say the haters were going to be so mad, and you made it sound like you had this loophole? Why did you do that? Why not just say, oh, I made a mistake? Because you didn't. You just lied about it. I'm not buying any of this BS, and I don't think most people are. You knew about it. You did it anyway. You're FOS.
Nonetheless. But here's why I lost the respect in Duty Ron. It is because he chose not to look into the matter before he opened his mouth. That is a major no-no for law enforcement. When you have somebody working a case for you, when you have somebody investigating a case, one thing you do not want from a law enforcement officer is them jumping the gun or making conclusions based on conjecture or tattletaling, right? So a bunch of people went in there and said, oh, Bullhorn Betty's doing this and Bullhorn Betty's doing that and Bullhorn Betty said this, and he's getting secondhand information and he's running with it.
You know what, Betty? None of this even matters, because as soon as you log in and try and watch that trial, it says in big letters right there in front of your face, you can't miss it. It says that you're not allowed to restream or rebroadcast the trial. So regardless, none of this matters. You were told not to do it by the screen. It says it right in front of you. And not only that, but you read it out loud on your channel the other day, a few days beforehand. So it's your responsibility to know the laws, right? And you know laws so well. This is your fault. Take ownership. You didn't make a mistake. You did it on purpose. Duty Ron didn't really do anything wrong. He called your ass out, and so are a lot of people. And good on Duty Ron for calling out people in general who restreamed the trial. Yeah, he never said your name, first of all. And there were other people that restreamed the trial, I heard too. So he could be talking to anyone.
This is somebody that we trust not to do that, in all fairness. And for it to come from somebody that actually disrupted a court hearing by accident is even further frustrating for Bullhorn Betty. As it's okay for him to make disrupted a court hearing by accident is even further frustrating. So Duty Ron, maybe pull some of that earwax out of your ear and maybe do some investigation before you decide to slander somebody on your live in front of thousands of people. Wait for my cease and desist. It will be coming.
That is funny. Betty, I don't know if you can get a cease and desist. I can't even with that.
Just because you didn't say my name doesn't mean you didn't imply me, doesn't mean you didn't attach me to those statements. And that's very bad for you. Very, very bad for you. So just FYI, mistakes happen all the time on YouTube. We hope that when we make mistakes on YouTube that it doesn't cost us our channel. Sometimes some of the mistakes that we make on here cost us our channel, right? And that is exactly what my haters would want. So my question is, why do they care what I do over here? If something I do over here is illegal and it's going to cost me my channel, that's what they want anyways, right?
Wow. You still don't get it. How do you not comprehend that it is for the boys? Justice for the boys. That's why people care, Betty. You didn't care about them when you flat out ignored the judge's orders that you already knew about. I have no doubt in my mind this was not a mistake on your part. So stop saying that. This And what we're doing here and why people are upset is because of the boys and how you could have caused the trial to be put in jeopardy. The entire trial. And that's their justice. This trial is their justice. So therefore, you're interfering with justice for the boys, the West boys. That's why. Okay? Get it through your thick ass head.
They also misunderstood because I intentionally said things the way I said things. I've got the court order for the West trial, and I plan on doing live coverage of the West trial. They went all over YouTube saying that I'm going to run the West trial live. Not one time did I say I was going to violate a court order that was in my possession. I don't break the law. Period. So I thought it was very important that we address that up. So we're going, I'm on the road today, but on Monday, we're going to start doing our live coverage of the West trial in accordance with the court order, and we're going to do it, and people are probably going to get a little concerned. That's okay, we'll do it in accordance with the court order. It's going to be a little creative, but we're going to get it done. For the West trial, we did get the order. We will be, so we're going to make the haters' heads turn come Monday, because they're going to absolutely, you know, there's all the same people that hate World War Betty, right? That bitch about and go on and freaking tear tyrant about me. It's like a moment that fear, because all you ever do is complain about me. Complain. Oh well, World War Betty made a mistake. So what? Sue me, right? Sue me. It's not going to stop our coverage on the case. Again, wait until Monday. We're going to make the haters' heads explode. Literally freaking explode. So it's all going to be done above board and in accordance with the court's order. Because I do have the court's order in my possession. I got it yesterday. So just, you guys are going to want to be here on Monday. Front, so the clip channels can get that, you know, over to Duty Ron very quickly. Another thing that they've been doing over here, and this is very important for the people that love me, is to make sure you like the channel, like these segments, because you got people like that unicorn guy sending his people over here, which it doesn't help. I mean, it doesn't hurt or help whether I've got 1,000 likes or 1,000 dislikes. They think that these stupid things matter. We do like 1,000. It doesn't matter whether it's 1,000 dislikes or 1,000 likes. It pushes the channel up, and that's what they don't understand. They think if they come over here and hit the don't like button, then it's going to somehow be detrimental to my channel. So they've been coming over here in large numbers to not to watch my channel, just to brigade dislikes for my channel. So I'm going to ask my audience for these hate channels, do unto others as they do unto us. So if you're there and you're watching a hate channel, go ahead. Let them know how you feel about the commentary that they're giving. They don't mind not watching my stuff. At least I'm sure my audience would give them an opportunity to at least listen to 5 or 10 minutes of their stuff. But you know what? Not asking for mass striking or anything like that. I'm just asking to do unto others as they do unto us. So with that being said, that's where we're going to be standing on here.
Oh my God. Stop lying. You know it's